if you want to have the fastest but also the best build for the Druid in the upcoming Diablo 4 Season 14, you need to test out the Shred Druid. Now I want to show you how this wall interaction even works, because you don't have a real resource generation problem with Shred. The reason why we can constantly cast our Hero of the Storm and our Hurricane, which will constantly drain our spirit, is because of our talisman set, the Storm Shepherd. Because our skills no longer cost spirit to cast, they will just use all of our spirit to get us more plus damage. So this is the reason why we have such an easy time to keep this wall built up. But if you don't actually regenerate your resource, you will have way less damage because of the 2-set bonus, which will stack your damage with more resource spent. But if you cannot spend any resource because you won't regenerate that fast, you won't get a meaningful plus damage. So we have a set of combinations to get that spirit regeneration higher and get a lot of regeneration. So I want to show this on the outside of Themis, so you will fully understand how to build this build on. So I will cast now Shred. First of all, I will cast Lightning Storm, then Hurricane, then Crystal Rage, and as you can see, my Blood Howl gets casted every 4 or 6 seconds, and I will get a lot of spirit. This spirit bar will just jump up to the roof and then back down again because of our talisman. So how do we get this? We're gonna get this through Malefic Crescent. So Blood Howl is automatically cast when you shapeshift into a werewolf and every 4 seconds. But what does the crazy resource regeneration work now? We got a Spirit Howl with Blood Howl. So Blood Howl gets casted every 4 seconds while in werewolf form. And with Spirit Howl, Blood Howl instead restores 1 spirit for every 1% life that would have been healed. So that is our main resource regeneration. And we also have healing for 5 seconds after casting Blood Howl. Restore 1 spirit each time you hit an enemy. So we get more spirit the faster we hit the enemies. And we also have movement speed with Blood Howl, so we have a constant movement speed. So this is our first puzzle piece to get this huge spirit regeneration. In addition, we have the Ifestara totem, which will turn our Crystal Rage into a werewolf skills and give us a lot of crit strike damage. So now we can even use the Coronat Beast, which will give us 200% extra damage, and we don't even need the Avatar of Nature. So we are even get more damage, and we're gonna do more damage with our Crystal Rage version. But keep in mind, you kinda need to reset your Crystal Rage, but that is done through your calm before the storm. So then next up, Wax and Gibbous. It is also pretty good. It will give us a lot of shred damage. And then Thunder God's Blessing, which give us a lot of lightning damage. And with the Malefic Crescent and our Transmogrify, we can vulnerable the enemy. So now in addition, another spirit resource is also the Tibalt's Will. I have it as a unique charm right now because in Season 14 we gonna lack a lot of defense because the resource stacks got really gutted and I had a kind of bit of defense problems on the PTR. So I got Tibalt's Will now as a charm. You could also go for the Dirge of Aerodia as a charm, but I choose now Tibalt's Will because we constantly get unstoppable through our Earthen Bulwark. And with Earthen Bulwark, the Unstoppable, and we're gonna cast our Earthen Bulwark with our Rune every time we spend 300% of our maximum resource, which will happen a lot. So this is our spirit regeneration, how it get done. First of all, Malefic Crescent with Spirit Howl. Second part is Tibalt's Will with a lot of primary resource generation and the Unstoppable. As I said, I have the pens, the legendary pens, because we get a lot of defense from it. After I showed you how the interaction of this build will work, I want to show you now in a quick pitch showcase. Just activate your Hurricane, cast Shred sometimes, so you get a snapshot the attack speed, then cast Lightning Storm, then Crystal Rage, and then just Shred until you get the enemies down, and as I said, you will get a lot of more damage in the upcoming season 14. But as you can see, I am already like melting the enemies, and it is giga fast, and it makes so much damage. So you always need to activate your Hurricane, then you're even faster, and you gonna get your movement speed bonus. And as you can see, if I have some more cooldown reduction, I don't have even problems with the cooldown of our Crystal Rage. So this is also another good aspect. So yeah, this is pretty simple. Just activate Hurricane, just activate Lightning Storm, let your Wolf Screw to so get a 40% attack speed, and then activate Crystal Rage, and then cast Shred as long as the ends are not down. So now we know how the build is set up. So before we're gonna jump into the details, if you like this video so far, please leave a like and a sub. Would appreciate the support. Now let's write down your build and class starters in the comments down below, and you can also check out my chart liner in the description and also the comments. And if you like this build, just leave a favorite on my chart planner mobilities, so you will ever get recognized when I do an update on this build. We're gonna talk about the skill tree now. Get your Lightning Storm, max it, get the Hero of the Storm, get additional strikes, get movement speed. Then for Shred, get your healing, your Storm Shred, and get your cast speed. You can also get your Berserking if you did take your Overload, so you get ferocity charges, but keep in mind, then you won't get the crazy plus healing, so you're also gonna get less spirit generation from your Bloodhound. Would recommend just to go for healing. For your Lightning Storm, you can also go for a damage bonus if you're missing a reliable source of your ferocity generation. Then for our defense skills, we got 11 points of Blood Howl, the Spirit Howl, the healing, and the movement speed. This is the best combination. 1 point into the Paragon Bulwark. You can also think about if you need more death, get less points into Blood Howl, more damage, more points into Earthen Bulwark for more death, but keep in mind, more points into Blood Howl means more spirit regeneration, means also more damage through your Storm Shepherd set. For your Earthen Bulwark, get Fortify and Healing, Reconstruction, and also Unstoppable. Then for a Cyclone Armor, get your Versatile and Greater Cyclone Armor, increase radius, and also resistance. So for our competent skills, you only need Wolves with Thrill of the Hunt and attack speed, so you get 40% attack speed for more speed with Shred. For our Wrath skills, get Hurricane with movement speed, Weaken, and also Derecho. So it is a core skill now, it needs 15 spirit per second, and we can cast it whenever we want. For our ultimate skills, take Crystal Rage, Cornered Beast, Fortify, and then Cooldown Reductor. How to fix your defense problems early on before we're going to jump into then the gear. So, how you can fix your defense problems? You have a lot of chances for it. As I said, resolve stacking got nerfed. So, we have kind of 3 options to get a lot of defense. This is our helmet. Keep in mind, the Hair of Perdition got giga nerfed in the Season 14, so it is not a good option any longer. So we will go either for Gethlin's Birthright. We have 3 options. We have the helmet, the chest, and also the pants as our defense option. So right now I got Gethlin's Birthright. This will get buffed with Season 14, so we'll get up 40% damage reduction. And because our Storm Shepherd aspect will always cast our Cyclone Armor for free when we're going to take damage, we have a lot of damage reduction for free, and you will get this along with primary core set and skill ranks the Cyclone Armor, so this will give us an additional percent reduction. We'll also get a lot of auras with it. But you can also take a legendary helmet and then just get any of your defense tempers and your defense aspects on it. So now we have the chest, take the vigorous aspect on it, and also get willpower, max life, auras, and some spirit regeneration. And this is pretty important, as I said. Vigorous aspect so you have a lot of damage reduction on it. And as a temper, get max life instead of maximum resolve stacks. But you can also choose Tyrell Smite. Tyrell Smite has always now in primary core stat, and this will also get you a lot of damage reduction. But I think they removed the damage reduction. So yeah, you can also take Tyrell Smite as an alternative, but you will kind of get this late in the game. Until then, Legendary Chest is really fine with, as I said, maximum life. And the next piece is the aspect of debilitating toxins. When you poison your enemies, they will deal 30% less damage to you, and you will get 15% less damage if you poison them. You can get willpower, max life, spirit generation, all rest, and also max life, so the full defense temper. But you can also get temerity, so you will get an additional barrier, and with temerity get max life and primary core stat as our stats for the upcoming season. And the plus barrier is super good, and you can also get the giga offensive option Tibalt's Will. But keep in mind, when you're going to use Tibalt's Will, you are really squishy because you have no defense in that aspect, but it would be kind of the best one for damage output. And besides that, just get max life on every piece, skill your max life on all of your Paragon nodes here at the beginning here, then get your max life here. Get these nodes first because you will do a lot of damage right from the get-go. Now, we talked about some cornerstones you need for this build to not die as often as I did in the PTR. So now for our gear, as I said, the uniques are right now Wax and Gibbous, Ifestar Totem, Malefic Crescent, Thunder God's Blessing, and either Ring of Starless Skies or your Dirge of Erodaya. And then for your helmet, get either Gaethalin's Birthright or a Harlequin's Crest. This will be the Giga Offensive, and because we get 6+ skills with the new patch, but yeah, then you're kind of missing a lot of damage reduction. So for your Mythic upgrades, which should you upgrade first to Mythic? I think Wax and Gibbous will give you the most plus damage. After that, get Ifestar Totem, then Malefic Crescent, and then Thunder Gods. For your affixes, max our crit chance, so your close 100% crit chance. Then get some attack speed to get your attack speed cap 1. Get so much cooldown reduction that you always have your Crystal Rage active. You can get cooldown reduction with things like your helmet, your temper through your rings, and then get lightning damage multiplier or crit strike damage multiplier. These are two pretty important things. For your weapon and your offhand, get crit strike chance on both, so we'll get already 15% crit strike chance. If you can transmogrify it, you can even get like 15% on one of them, and you can get like 30% on both of them. Keep in mind, we're gonna lose all of the crit strike chance from our Hair of Perdition. And besides that, get skill rings to shred, willpower, and for your death stats, get all res, get max life, and then also some armor along the way. And for your aspects, we have the crushing aspect, but you can also take the Arch Druid aspect. This is also pretty good because this will give you a lot of crit strike damage. For rune words, we got the POC Q, and on the PTR I got the Moni rune because this will get triggered when we gonna cast a mobility skill, and our shred is a mobility skill, and then also get the rune where you're gonna get the shroud, the mod rune, so we're gonna get more damage reduction. For jewelry, just get diamonds or some rubies in it, and then also willpower. For the two weapons, get lightning damage multi. For the talisman, pretty easily Storm Shepherd's 5-set piece bonus. You can also try to get some old mountain in it, but I think it is now the best Storm Shepherd with the buff of the 5-set bonus, and you can get things like Tibalt's Will or Dirge of Erodaya as your last unique charm. So for your spirit boons, get the advantages beast, so you get more movement speed bonus on farm. Besides that, get prickle skin when you're gonna push or something, And for your eagle, get Aven Wrath. For your wolf, get Calamity. If you notice it, that you have a lot of cooldown reduction, you don't need it, you can also go for Energize to get even more spirit. For your snake, go with your spirit bond and take Masochistic as also Calm Before the Storm to reset your Grizzly Rage. 800 then, go for the Paragon. You can just check it out from a Charblana. The spirit, then rush to your legendary nodes. First of all, get Lust for Carnage, then rush to your Thunderstruck node, then rush to your Constricting Tendrils node, and then rush to your Ancestral Guidance. And after that, get your Cliff slots done, get first Spirit, then get Keeper, then get your Electrocution, then get your Earth and Sky, and then get your Fulminate instead of Dominate, and you want to get Fulminate as first glyph maxed. After that, get your defense radius and nodes first with things like Tenacity, Recuperate, and all of your damage, all res, and max life nodes. For the Merc, take Subu with the crit stack damage, or if you need more depth, take Rahir. And for your support, get the Alkin with your Fields of Language. So I hope I could show probably the best druid build in the upcoming Season 4. I'm giga hyped for it. I will play Shred as my first build, and just post what you're gonna play in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please leave a like, a sub, get onto my Charblana, leave a favorite on my Charblana so you won't miss ever a change on my Charblana on Mobalytics, and also leave a comment down below, and until bye.